Where is my Discord? Not my Discord, but the Discord app. League of Lads. That versus that. Pete. No, I think Toxitacos plays tonight. Fuck! Yeah, I don't have anybody co-cast with. Guam's being dumb. Guam's being lame. No, Artorias is on that team. Ugh. 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 Eternal pain. Eternal pain. You wanna co-cast? Yeah. Let's do that. I'm already streaming. I left the win thing up from the last time I casted. It's been a hot minute. Did I exit out of OBS? No, I did not. And we're still streaming. Where is my water? I have plenty of water. Okay. Now we chill. And wait for the lobby to start. Which I think we have like 10 minutes, so I don't even know why I started streaming already. But we can go. I don't know what she's doing back there. Yeah. Still got like a couple minutes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ah, yes. Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Stupendous.
I think guilty. Why would you go after the curry? I guess because life's slowly just giving up. I don't think I need any more evidence on this one, Val. Does it delete these replays? No. Weird. Oh yeah, it's right up. It's not terrible though. Oh, like he's sitting up there just to get XP. I don't think that's like the worst death in the world.
The prize is mine.
You get a 2-person rotation. What you doing back there? You got fleas? Do I need to give you an anti-flea collar? Maybe. I don't think so though.
Radiant structures are
think he just used him because it feels good.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What? I'll feed you after game 1. How about that? Oh, I haven't been paying attention. He's already dead. Fuck. This seems pretty sus. I'm gonna say that this is guilty. Oh, this could be a big play though. Oh. Well. I'm like really confused.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Because he was just hitting ancients earlier. Like. Oh. Easy game. Okay. As soon as that self-board comes out, here, let me stand up. You can sit on the chair. Here. She loves sitting on the chair. Oh, she's so cute. She's staring at me right now. Hi. 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 Why am I not in the lobby? What the fuck? I hit accept. There we go. Let me go link this. Should probably tweet this too. At Nebula versus at Dark W. Is that the series? Oh, I forgot to set the stream title again. Yeah. Nebula versus Dark W. Playoff action is versus Dark W. How did the major go today? I haven't like been watching. I guess it's tonight. How did it go last night? EG playing Fnatic in 55 minutes? I'm gonna miss that match. Oh well. Thunder Predator versus Secret. Thunder Predator going undefeated in the group stage. Incredible. That game isn't until tomorrow though, right? Oh no, it is tonight. They're doing all the upper bracket matches tonight. What the fuck? It's a weird schedule. Are these BO ones? Oh, they have to because it's a loser's bracket immediately after. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go put on a jacket. Oh, beautiful. I'm also gonna go turn on. Tiny, you stink so much. Alright, anyway, we chilling. We waiting. The fuck is Zipper at? Yo. It's been a minute. No! My rug! Meow! Meow! It's not dinner time, I told you. After game one. Here, I'm giving you a treat. Come here. What is this? What is this? Alright, she's loving that. We'll do a treat. For every 100 last hits Nier gets in this series, every 100 last hits, I'll give Tiny a treat. How about that? Yeah, she wants that. She likes that. Need to charge my phone. Oh. I should really get a cat cam. She's just chilling right now. Hi. Hi. Why are you looking at me like that? Because you want more treats? Just shake it. God, the second's a fair to put. Isn't that a movie? Isn't it like the, it's kind of like Jumanji? Oh my Go Live notification is wrong. There's that one movie like Jumanji. Why are you looking at me like that? What? I'm gonna pick you up and then you're gonna get super angry. Come here. Oh, she hit the escape key. She's right in front of the mic, but you probably won't hear her. You don't get any more of these. Holy crap, that was a leap. She's off the desk now. Hi! She's just waiting for me to give her food right now. But you don't. Ow. You don't get to eat right now. Let's take a moment to do that. I don't have anything for you. Stop staring at me. Freaking weird, Tiny. I'm giving you pets. All the pets in the world. Fine. Fine. One more treat. Why are you so interested in everything? What are we waiting for? Zafira? What? Oh, I shocked you. Sorry. Still waiting. I'm playing with my cat. I'm sorry. I sleep. I think we got a BO3 as well, if I remember correctly. Are you gonna try and jump up here? There's not a lot of room for you to jump up here. You could go sleep in your cat bed. Yeah. You have to let go of my jacket. There we go. I'm hitting him up on Tinder right now. Same. If you step on the keyboard, I swear to God. She's sniffing. You need to clean out your eyes, by the way. You want back down? No, you just want to sit here? You want to keep exploring? Here, sniff this, Tiny. What's this? What's that? Don't eat that. Here. I got you. Or you got it yourself. Okay. It's a leap right there. I'll play with my cat with the laser pointer. What's that? Anyway, Nebula looking to get off to a good start in the playoffs. Who knows if we're actually going to play? Hopefully we do. What time is it? No, yeah, it doesn't matter. Still just waiting for the game to start though. Once we get the last player, we should be good. Tiny, you can't just walk at the laser. Like, it's never how that's gonna work. She's pretty quick though. Everybody's memeing the Tinder sponsor. I don't know. It's a brilliant idea. There's so many lonely Dota players. Fuck MX Squire, by the way. Toxic Tacos, I think, are playing in like 30 minutes, or they might have already started. I'll stand in and cast easy. Go. Yeah, now you're chill, because I played with you for like 5 minutes. Timing doesn't really make sense there, but you're loafing. Oh, I left the laser on. Shit. MVP. Let's see what's going on in the Singapore Major. I think we have games starting for that too, really soon. 42 minutes until EG plays Fnatic. 3 hours until... I'm really interested in the Secret Thunder Predator series, but I won't see it for a bit. Finally, we're getting some cross-region play. Quincy Crew got lower bracket. Okay. Alliance got eliminated. I think OG did. Wait, OG didn't even qualify for the major. What am I talking about? Wait. Oh, Fnatic just straight up qualified, and they're playing EG. Okay. It's showing for Quincy Crew, though. Johnny Bulljack said it. I can confirm it. It's true. Oh, I gotta sit down already. Holy shit! I'm gonna have to kick you out of my chair. Is Poison Snake considered Viper, or is that Venomancer? I guess it depends on the situation. You know you have toys in the other room. She just wants to hang out next to me. Yeah, see, no, you're not interested in it. But as soon as I pick it up and take it away, you're super interested in it. Could maybe do the draft. Draft and remake AP. That might be the plan. I'm gonna take my chair back. Alright, no, I'm taking the chair back. You're scratching me. I'm taking the chair back. If you don't want me to pet you, you don't get the chair. That's not how it works. Here, come here. There you go. Okay, you just don't want to be up here now. Oh. Why is it all the way over here? What the fuck? I don't know if that's just me or if that's also them having to deal with that. But that's strange. I've never seen that before. Alright, on to the draft. We can at least do. Hopefully we get our 5th at some point here. She's still expecting food. I might go food. What time is it? It's 8:30. It's almost dinner time for her. It's almost, sorry about that. Alright, Rubik, Pango. Pango seems a little weird for a ban, but I guess that's kind of targeted as well. Different couple of players on Nebula that actually specialize in it, and Rubik being gone at the beginning kind of opens up picks for Tidehunter Enigma later on. I think Silencer can counter somewhat both of those, depending on the fight, but Tidehunter seems really strong right now, at least in the pubs I've been playing, and I should really look at the pro meta too. Well, let's go look at statistics for Singapore. Let's run Dark Reader too, this is fucking great. Puck has the most picks. Incredible. Technically called it, but yeah. Really good hero right now, a lot of lockdown on it. It's got a decent win rate too, 62% in Singapore. Void Spirit 2nd, Tusk 3rd, Death Prophet 4th, Earth Spirit 5th. Earth Spirit, I think you need a little bit more of a specialized player, but it's got a 44% win rate. Dire actually has an advantage in win rate. Damn.
Monkey King is looking spicy.
41 games in that 30 to 40 minute mark too. Interesting. MK picked up though. I think MK kind of gives you the ability to draft around, again, picking like Pit Lord or Tidehunter again as well. Tidehunter you probably don't want to pick into a puck, but you need some sort of lockdown for the hero. Pit Lord isn't terrible, but since you're playing against a Monkey King, you don't like... I mean, maybe you do. I feel like if you pick a Pit Lord here, you can just expect that Monkey King's going to be the core. You probably don't pick the offlaner right now, though. You could go for a combo with the Coddle. Beastmaster Coddle is still a combo that I haven't seen too often. Coddle first pick is a little strange, but you can still get some combos out. But it should be Coddle plus Troll pair in lane. Really versatile draft right now for Dark W. Monkey King, of course, being able to go mid, off lane, or safe lane. Most of the same for Puck as well. We have seen a couple Puck vibes, but not too much. Coddle being able to refresh axes, though, is just such a useful ability.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back.
What was I gonna look up? Panda? Really? Has somebody been spamming Panda and that's why? Bat Rider, Void Spirit. Doesn't seem too off the cusp. Too weird still.
10 seconds remaining.
1 second.
5 seconds remaining.
Doesn't seem too weird still, though. I think maybe...
Radiant team, ban.
Really? Do I have anybody muted in this series? I don't think so. I don't think I can actually queue into any of these players. Maybe, I think I've queued into Bulljax once.
10 seconds remaining.
That might have been it. I think it was a stack he was in.
5 seconds.
They're actually banning out the Pit Lord themselves too, which I think is a good call. Although, in lane, I guess it makes Troll Lord super difficult to play on. And it's not like they want to pick it themselves. Beastmaster is probably the best choice for them. At least it's the most, like, cancer pick they could go for. I still love the Beastmaster Kato combo. It's still there if they want it. But it's kind of just coming down to what offlaner they're going to pick up, I think. Twirler Kato is probably going to be your safe lane, and then they need a mid yet for... Yeah, crap, I forget who mids for Nebula this season. It's been a while since I've casted. I don't have these things memorized quite yet. Which I say quite yet, like it hasn't been, you know, casting for a year and a half, however long it's been.
10 seconds remaining.
That's been a while at this point.
5 seconds remaining.
Hi! Hi! Anyway, someone remind you, every 100 last hits that Nier gets, I'll feed Tiny a treat. She wanted me to do that.
Dire team pick.
Okay, and it looks like we do have the 5th for Dark W, so we're good. Technically, we're not doing a draft penalty. But it's like, whatever. I'm sure Nebula doesn't care too much about it.
10 seconds remaining.
Changer's gone as well. That might be the we want to pick Beastmaster ban. Like, you normally ban Enchanters when you want to pick something like, or pick a zoo hero. Might not be... Tusk is pretty good this game. Can't snowball while you are underneath the coil from Puck.
10 seconds remaining.
But still an incredibly good hero in this game, I think, for Tusk. Just a lot of utility against Puck when you're not coiled, as well as Monkey King, underneath Monkey King's ultimate. And I think it's going to be like Tusk. You need another right clicker, most likely, which is where maybe the Beastmaster comes in. But against Monkey King, Puck, is it that great? The lockdown is nice. They still don't have too much for Puck, but you can maybe get that from your mid laner. Void Spirit already gone. That was a smart ban from Dark W.
Dire team
Razor.
Razor's good against the troll if he's gonna pop ulti, but you kind of have to precast the damage sap.
seconds remaining.
You have to precast the damage sap here. And I think it also damage saps through Snowball as well. I really want to see, in the old days, that people used to do the Tusk Snapfire combo, but it's probably not going to happen here since Tusk isn't going to be 3. Most likely. This might even be like a Bulljax Coddle plus
Radiant team split.
the Plague Wards don't get the tag team buff, I think. I don't think they get the Plague Ward or the tag team buff on the Plague Wards.
10 seconds remaining.
So it's kind of a weird combo, but I guess the slow is super nice. But still just noticing a lack of lockdown on Nebula. But maybe they don't care too much. It is kind of annoying to play Puck into a Veno because it feels like your blink is going to get canceled no matter what. Really the only combo you have is just phase shifting and then trying to get the timing down so that a tick doesn't connect or a tick doesn't hit as soon as you come out of the phase shift, which I think you can pull off, but still. It's a little bit harder to play around, but of course it isn't like lockdown. It's just making Puck's game that slightly more annoying. Plus you have nice slows for Razor too, but like this is going to be Razor Monkey King with a BKB. I don't think they care too much about this hero past like 30 minutes. I don't know if this is a quick type of lineup from Nebula. They do have some decent tower pushing and wave clear with Coddle and Troll Warlord. Veno can of course help them push towers. It's most likely going to be offlane. Maybe a Death Prophet last pick.
5 seconds.
You don't want to pick it into Omni Knight though. The physical damage just gets negated, I believe, from the spirits. I think that's how the interaction works. So Death Prophet's kind of just fully. You know what this is. Stop staring at it. She's looking at me all
10
weird.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
She cute as fuck. Hi. Go to sleep. Actually, don't go to sleep. If I can't move her toy in here because it's gonna make a lot of noise.
Radiant team. Bad.
You have other toys though. Here. What's that? Where's your Nerf dart? You can go play with that. Yeah. Chew on your collar. Anyway.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's probably making noise into the
5
cast.
seconds remaining.
Do I have to take the bell off of that? I might have to take the bell off of that. We'll wait for the end of this draft though. I think it's, you probably banned DP? No, they banned the Leshrac instead. Leshrac kind of a harder pusher. It probably would have been the better pick in the Omni Knight as well, since he doesn't have the magic immunity anymore. Plus you get Veil, and it pairs with Veno very nicely. Veno probably builds Veil, and then you just run that same time as Leshrac. This is like Razor mid. Is this an offlane Omni Knight too? It should be a 4 Omni Knight with a Puck 5?
5 seconds remaining.
Monkey King 3?
Dire team.
What? Why did I take a PNG? This is the weirdest Dark W draft I think I've ever seen. But they are favorites to win this tournament again.
10 seconds remaining.
It's just a weird, like, Omni Knight and Jakiro. 2 heroes we haven't seen in a really long time. Not that I'm like hating on these heroes. I still think Jakiro is fine. Especially into this lineup too. Jakiro is great into Tusk. Just guaranteed stun as soon as he comes out of the snowball every single time. Plus you can like throw it on yourself. If you know you're getting snowballed on Jakiro, can guarantee the stun.
Weaver.
Choose your hero.
They're going to counter with a Weaver too, since they don't have too much lockdown outside the Puck. But the biggest fear is just getting coiled if you're Puck. We shall leave that game and then wait till the next lobby is up. We are going to jump into an all-pick lobby since we didn't have Sasquatch for the draft. And people should be leaving the lobby soon, I would hope. Wait, who's playing this? No, that's not vanilla acoustic. What the fuck is this party? Why does this party have a coach that's ancient? What the fuck? Anyway. Alright, I will be right back. What's this? What's this? Don't just let it roll into the corner. Play with it. What are you doing? Oh my god. You're just gonna sit there. You're just gonna sit next to it. Is that all you're gonna do? Okay. If you bite that carpet, I'm spraying you. I don't even know where the spray bottle is even. Is it behind me? Yeah, it is. Don't lose it under the fridge. Did you lose it under the dishwasher? Oh no, you can't. It's too tight under there. Anyway, interesting draft from Dark W. Definitely not something I really expected from them. Didn't think I would be casting a Jakiro game tonight, so at least we get something different there. Big thing too from Nebula. What was that last pick? What was that last pick? Oh god, I took. Oh, it was the Weaver. It was the Weaver. Kind of a weird pick into the puck, honestly. I mean, it deals well with heroes like. Oh god, now I'm trying to do this from memory. And I can't remember Dark W's draft other than the weird ass Jakiro. It deals well with heroes like Jakiro, just being able to run on the back lines and kill heroes that don't have the most reliable stun. What did you do with it? Where is it? Okay, she's still having fun.
Omni-Knight.
Venomancer.
Soul Warlord. Razor. Dusk.
Keeper of the Light. Monkey King.
She loves that little Nerf ball. Alright, my cat cannot distract me anymore, even though she totally will. You'll probably hear her in the background at some point too, but she's playing with her Nerf ball. As Skedit, game one we go out of a best of 3. I need to go look at the bracket, which I probably should have done in all the waiting time that we had, but don't worry about that. Where's the bracket? 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 Standings?
Another stain on the battlefield.
No. Where's the bracket? Okay, we're paused. Oh, it's a challenge bracket. Okay. Yeah, Dark W versus Nebula. Step Rowing Stuck versus Toxic Tacos. Also tonight, by the way, Pizza Dog taking down 5 average dudes and Funny Zone taking out Polar S. So loser of this series goes to play the Funny Zone in losers round 2. And winner of this guarantees... Wait, what? This bracket's so weird. Oh, then there's the grand finals. It just continues for some reason. Winner of this guarantees a top 2 finish. I think we're expecting Dark W to take this series, just based on how hot they've been last season and this season. So definitely, I think the strongest team. Why is my fog messed up?
It's looking spicy.
Oh, there we go. Just had to remember the hotkey. Definitely the strongest team last season since they won the finals, of course, and now this season looking to do the same, get the back-to-back, and roll on forward. But again, the other upper bracket match going on right now over on Badger Pablo's channel, so lots of League of Legends action for you. What do you do? Where'd your ball go? Oh, it's right there. Probably send it flying over here at some point. I don't even know how you got it over there. Alright, she'll tire herself out at some point. Aiming Z going mid on the Razor, of course. Not too surprising to see. And Johnny. Top lane on the Omni Knight right now. ET going for Puck, I believe. So this is going to be the off lane Omni Knight. He does have the Quelling Blade to back this up. So I think that assumption is correct. Sasquatch going top for now. Maybe going to look for First Blood. Not the best combo. You are going to have Dual Breath up here as a slow, and probably, I would guess, a Illusory Orb first with a Heal Bomb to maybe get a kill on somebody. That is a lot of magic damage, and I think potentially they could break down Troll. The biggest issue with Troll is just the mischance on the axes, of course, but don't actually have that now that I think about it. It's literally just the slow if he's able to level it first. You can tell I don't play Troll at all. What are you doing? I knew you would hit it over here. Alright, but anyway. No action at all at the very start of this game. We will get just the runes being traded 2 for 2. Not too action-packed at the very start of this game. We did have a rotation bottom from Bulljax to try and spot out something with the tag team, but not really leading to too much. I think that, along with ET rotating top, it's a kind of a hard lane for Bulljax to get kills in, to be honest. Do have to deal with Puck just illusory orbing away, and then Heal Bomb is kind of annoying to deal with as well, but he's actually gone for the Heavenly Grace first to pick up some CS. I haven't seen offlane Omni. Maybe like once or twice. It's been a long time. Either way. Little surprised on the first level Heavenly Grace since they do miss out on the Heal Bomb, and I think Johnny's just going to drop now. A bit of a mistake from him. One more right click from Bulljax gets Bulljax First Blood. A lot of damage back in ET as well. I was just going to say, I'm really surprised he didn't go for the Purification first to guarantee the range creep last hit. Kind of just allows him to die there as soon as that Heavenly Grace is over, since you don't have 100% uptime on that ability at level 1, and I don't even think you get it at level 4. 14-second cooldown. Yeah, it's almost 100% at level 4, but level 1 nowhere near that. But a pretty nice start in this top lane for Nier and Bulljax, is Bulljax actually getting the first blood. Fortunately, unfortunately, for Nebula at least, you don't give it to your core, but now they might be able to run down ET. He has just orbed over, not getting the heal from Johnny either, but there is the strength buff. ET trying to hide in the trees here, waiting till that illusory orb back up, and now Bulljax looking very unhealthy right now. The right click's coming through from Johnny, but he doesn't have the heal bomb for another 5 seconds. and won't commit any further as we get a lot of action in the top lane. Bottom lane is just your typical Jakiro lane paired against that Venomancer. A lot of slows in this lane. One after the other. I think Hamingzy paired against Fume in the mid lane. Seems pretty even thus far. Oh, she's tired now. I don't have to worry about it. Monkey King actually going to drop top. Apex falling. That looks like it's just the slow from Cobra plus Illuminate, potentially. This is a decent combo as well. I thought in the draft that they would go Coddle paired with the Trouble Warlord, but instead they're going with the Veno here, and it still works out really well, and I think if you get a couple levels in the Plague War too, you can just start spamming these. It isn't like the best, but even still a lot of Venomous Gales coming through. Bulljack's going to get another kill in the top lane too. Actually, it's going to Near this time. They've lost the Omni Knight yet again, so they gamble on the Omni Knight off lane not working out thus far. As I believe ET almost blocks the stack there, but he wasn't standing inside the range. I guess he's fine with Bulljack stacking that. Bulljack's just barely missing the pull, actually, is what he was going for. And now going to go for another one, too. ET might actually spot this, though. Bulljack's going to go for a bit more of a defensive position here. And will only grab the range creep, but I think ET can still benefit from the XP there if he gets the last hit. And he's actually just going to steal it away. So still feels pretty good for ET. At least you can get that, but still. XP advantage going to Near in the lane. You know, you don't have your range creep going to the Omni Knight so far. But ET almost just dying to the range creeps. One right click from Near, almost going to do it. No, the heal bomb is there. Johnny with the level 2 purification keeps the puck alive. As Near needed one more right click before that heal came out. We approach the 4-minute power runes. Hamingzy going to look top for it at the same time as Fume. Fume, of course, has Sakuchi. Is it going to be able to grab this, fill up his bottle, and look pretty healthy from here on out? Still a decent tie in the mid lane. It's decently close. But 3-0 for Nebula at the start of this game. Not really telling us too much about the future of this game. Just 3 kills to Nebula so far. Not really that big of a lead built up because of it. If you look at CS2, Apex really isn't falling that far behind Near in the top lane. Nebula really going to be leaning heavily on Near, I think, to pull them through this series. And we see again, they've gotten kills in the top lane. As Near gets a second one onto Johnny, the 3rd death for the Omni Knight. 1 to Bulljack's, 2 to Near. Apex just barely not dodging the Illuminate there. They've also lost Apex in the bottom lane too, so I believe if we look at net worth just shortly here, yes, he is going to be behind the Trouble Warlord, Near being on top. Apex not going to die here to the Venomous Gale, but is going to have to wait it out. And Captain Cobra getting a nice advantage because of that. Essentially solo laning at the moment. I don't think they can bring down this Veno. They will go for the slow. Couple of right clicks after. They do get the kill. I completely misread this as probably going to lose the Veno here. Might be able to turn this last hit. Not going to happen. It's just the Gale. But look at Journey run forward. He gets the last hit. It's a deny from Sasquatch. I think he would have lived too because he actually dodged the right click on Apex from Journey. It's just such a quick series of events. Sasquatch still gets the deny, though, at the very least. Little weird that Apex chose to stand there, but either way, I guess going back to base is almost more helpful because you are just going to come back to lane with full XP, full HP, full mana. Still pretty nice for him, and Sakuchi used by Fume. He might get rained down here. No. Time lapse popped by the Weaver, gets you out of the damage shap range, and he's going to be just fine. We could look at mid CS numbers too. Again, it's pretty even. Biggest discrepancy here is just Hamingzy got 12 denies compared to Fume's 3, so just slight XP advantage for Hamingzy is about it. Weaver doesn't have too of a hard time though, just catching that slight bit up. He's still fine with this. He can CS pretty heavily in the jungle later on too. Being able to farm 2 camps at once with the bugs. Almost dropping top lane. His Bulljack as he does dodge it over. They're going to try and turn this, go back onto Johnny. He doesn't have enough mana for the heal bomb. And the right clicks from Near. Get the kill. ET going to get netted at the same time. And it's a double kill for Near. And a fantastic start. I mean, the tip comes out from Bulljax. I think he got a little help from Gabe in there to get the net. But can't complain on the Troll Warlord, and you might as well bitch about it if you're ET. Unfortunate there. I think he would have died anyway since he already used the orb. But now rotating bot lane. I don't know if they go in on this. It's going to be pretty hard. They might just turn it on to ET getting slowed by the Venomous Gale. The Illuminate going to miss, but the right click's coming through. Not going to dive this too far. ET falling low. The Gale might just drop him here. Going for the deny. Doesn't get it this time. Captain Cobra with the kill. And we have a rotation down from Fume. Just an action-packed game. We're still going. Diving underneath the tower onto Sasquatch. The Gale missing. Gets the bugs on top. Fume going for the right clicks. Wants to stay on top of Sasquatch. Runs through him with the Sakuchi. Has another one off cooldown here very soon. Sasquatch getting very low. Is going to get stunned up. Goes for the right clicks. Fume getting very low. Gets stunned up. The rotation from Journey. Or at least not the rotation, but Journey tried to rotate around and get him a little bit of extra mana. Get that cooldown though, or with the chakra, but it's not quite in time. And Fume just drops. Hamingsy's rotated all the way bottom. So at the very least, you got Razor to TP down here, which is actually a pretty big deal. Apex might drop here, going for the Illuminate. This is going to be a decent amount of damage, but he does dodge this, fortunately, for Apex. Bulljack's going to spot out ET, so this rotation not going to do too much, but they're still just running at the Razor right now. Needs to go for the damage. Sap has a lot of it. Tag teams should still be enough for the kill, though. Even when you're not dealing damage, that tag team still hits for you. Doesn't matter how much damage gets sapped right there. Because I believe the Geminate is, I mean, it's 2 attacks and both of them benefit from the tag team. So, good combo there in the mid lane. Is Captain Cobra going to dodge the stun coming out from Sasquatch? He does not have the level 6 on the Venomancer and will probably die to Apex here, which Apex doesn't have a single level in Jingu in this lane. I guess you are against 2 ranged heroes, so you're not likely to be in range to get 3 right clicks off. Is Sasquatch going to get ran down by Bulljax? And this is about as easy as it gets, even being such a bro and giving the kill to his mid laner. Now Apex rotating over into this, gets stuck in Bulljax with the 6 shards, gets the right clicks to Fume. Now is going to get the rotation from Hamingsy. Again, it's another TP. Might be able to finish him off, which he doesn't. The dodge again from Apex will get the kill. Fume probably going to die here, though. No. Barely gets outside the tower hit range and vision range before that hit can connect, and Fume again. Bulljack's throwing out the friendly tip there, famous for those. You only lose the coddle. An 11-4 for Nebula. They built up a 3k gold lead at the moment. Johnny, of course, dying those 4 times in lane. This is basically a free lane for Nier as long as they want a 1v1 up here. He's been pretty handily taking this one. At least benefit of the bounty runes goes to Dark W. So they picked up 3 there. Journey gonna actually make the puck pick that one up before anybody else can rotate. Might have been thinking about giving it to Hamingsy. Is this still a patch where you go eggs on Razor? And striking buildings that only target towers, barracks, and the ancient. Okay. So it doesn't target the little shrines in the base. And I'm guessing, I think it used to target the outpost too. That was a bug for a little bit. Where the Razor ulti used to target the outpost and just do nothing. But they probably have fixed that, at least I hope. I don't know if this is a Razor Rush Eggs game though. Looks like he's going for Yules right now just to stop TPs and also get a little bit more lockdown for the Weaver. But kind of an unorthodox draft for Dark W, not working out so far in this game 1. And looking great for Nebula. Formerly. Very orderly there for Nebula, as well as they take the bottom tier 1. Might immediately look to take another lane as well. Journey trying to chase Hamingsy out of the jungle too. This is a very aggressive move from Nebula, but I like it a lot. Notice people, I think people need to do this in pubs more as well. When you take that first tier 1, just try to move into the enemy jungle and take it over. Nebula's done exactly that. not blocked some camps. I thought they might do that, but they have just farmed them up to take away the farm in the meantime. Dark W realizing this is going to make a move on the top lane. Still no ultimate up for Captain Cobra as he's saving the point for now, but still they might be able to turn this. They have a Gale into both of these heroes. Monkey King Apex getting the ulti off in the middle of the fight here. Fume gonna TP in, immediately get locked down. He might just drop here. Doesn't want to use the time lapse because it would have sent him all the way back to where he TP'd from. Apex going for the TP and they do not have a stun. Instead, they're just gonna look for Johnny. Could start this game 0-5, and that is about as rough as it gets for the offlane Omni Knight. Gonna lose his courier as well. And this is not a fun game for Johnny, I think. Rest of the team kind of struggling, down by 3k, and this is kind of where the Jakiro works out pretty well. Does get the stun off, stuns both of them up, breaks the combo there, and they're able to get away. Fume even gonna get locked down, can't use the time lapse. Fume's just gonna drop, and a nice rotation from ET nets them a kill onto the Weaver. Hammingsy TPing up for this, does have a haste rune as well as they try to run down Bulljax. Bulljax, of course, with the snowball, could potentially turn this back into Hammingsy. Bulljack's gonna save it. I think he might have ran out of mana. Looks like it's slightly, as they couldn't turn that and bring down Hammingsy. Instead, Nier just going to play it safe, which is a very Nier play. I tend to see him a lot. When he's not quite farmed yet, he will be very passive on his heroes and not go for big plays like that. I think maybe they could have brought down Hammingsy, but it would have been close. It would have been really risky. And that's just not a risk that Nier wants to take. There was a couple of other heroes in the lane as well. He's got a Maelstrom, he's got a Yasha. He knows he can just farm up super fast anyways. He might as well spend his time doing that right now. Yules is very close, I believe, for Hammingsy. Is he missing one item? He's just missing the Void Stone. Kind of a weird build up to this as he's actually queued up a Wraith Band in the meantime. But Johnny just trying to catch back up. I mean, he is level 9. He's not doing terrible when it comes to XP, but I just don't know what kind of impact he can have. Again, been a rough start for him. I should be on net worth at this point. Weaver's still second, surprisingly, despite having the death there. Hammingsy slightly behind from that mid lane. It was a really, like, active early game. We didn't see a lot of the laning stage. Felt like it ended pretty quickly there as Nebula makes their rotations with their mid laner first, and Hammingsy kind of reactionary to those. Fume gonna actually farm up a camp over here, find one of the creeps, maybe look for Hammingsy, but the shard's just barely missing from Bulljax. And Apex, it seems like he just doesn't feel that safe in his jungle right now. I believe he farmed up these camps though. So he's still able to find farm, it just, his jungle's not a fortress right now. They've lost that bottom tier 1. Fortunately, their mid tier 1 is a lot healthier than Nebula's, so that area of the map is a bit safer to play. Your triangle is kind of, you know, the fortress we are used to. As he will rotate over here. We farm up the top lane at the same time. You can see the movements from Apex. Just making a lot of sense right now. He wants to play where they have vision. Especially with... I mean, this is an aggressive ward from Dark W, but it's also like kind of defensive for Apex to farm this lane here. And also farm the triangle. And I love this ward from Nebula as well. It's like showing that they kind of want to go into the triangle, but they at least want to know if Apex is playing there, which they will see now. But unfortunately, Captain Cobra is just going to get caught out in the mid lane. Middle of the river, a bit too far forward, and Apex even TPing in for this. They want to take this tier 1 tower ASAP, and it only takes a couple of hits. Hammingsy's going to get the last hit. Fume taking over the Dark W jungle once again. We'll look for Nier, sorry. The callback happening, and that'll pull Nier to the bot lane, and it might just be a push here. There's a TP currently from ET. Does not have the coil for another 40 seconds, so they can't find Fume. And Fume not going for the BKBs, like, it's just going to get countered later by the eggs. Like, I might as well just wait. Not really worry about it, get some other stuff in the meantime. Is this like SNY on him? It looks like he's going SNY. I don't think he would buy Sanj. Be a little bit too strange. Apex gonna get cut out. Goes for the Monkey King ulti. Gets it off. The punch not coming for Bulljax though as he lost the mana for it. Out comes the troll ulti from Nier. Might get the kill. No. The save is here from Johnny. They can't quite bring down Apex. Nier has gone a bit far. This is the rotation that I was not expecting from him as he gets involved in this fight. Drops immediately. Captain Cobra popping out the ultimate. Only connects on one. They will be able to bring down ET, I believe, with the right clicks. Almost gonna take down. Ulti from Veno does not kill, so ET will be able to escape here. The stun connecting on Captain Cobra, Macro Pyro as well, Dual Breath, and Sasquatch gets the solo kill on Captain Cobra. Fume able to run away from Hamingzy. And this is the Dark W we're expecting, but kind of a weird play there from Nier. Again, I'm just not expecting that from him. Johnny, right place, right time. I guess you don't. That's all the impact you gotta have. Just be next to your core when he's taking the troll head on. And it works out. Sasquatch gonna try and save a ward here. Should be able to kill Nier as well. That's actually a cool play from Journey. He called in Nier as soon as he respawned and almost gets his carry kill onto Jakiro, but not quite. And Nebula with the less than 1k gold lead now. It's kind of swung back slightly in favor of Dark W. Again, probably the favorites in this series. It might be Nebula to strike first when it comes to tier 2s. We do have the Fortify being popped out now, but Dark W not really positioning themselves to defend it right now. They're just happy popping a Fortify and letting Nebula back away. Still just working on the farm for Apex. Core Monkey King. Have seen this Monkey King played offlane a couple of times too. But Apex, of course, picking it up here. Is that legit? Oh, I guess it's pretty good at Monkey King. I mean, it's better on a ranged hero, but still. Oh, no, he does send it back. I was like, maybe he keeps it. I don't know. You probably give it to Puck, I would think, but the Fairy's Trinket's also really nice on Puck, too. Who do you give this to? Is it Razor? No, he's got the Essence Ring. Who did he give the shield to? Oh, he just picks it back up. I guess nobody else wanted it. He maybe wanted to give it to Hamingzy, but Hamingzy wanted the Essence Ring instead. So he'll just get the right click speed on Monkey King. Bulljack's doing some dewarding, is going to lose his courier, unfortunately. Gets used up, goes for the snowball. Does get the block from the shards, and it barely connects as well as Bulljack's going to get slowed up, but the shard's not quite lasting long enough. Can't even get the punch off. Bulljax loses everything there. Courier. Plus doesn't find a ward, but unfortunately. Bit unfortunate for Bulljax. We have bugs on top of Johnny too, but I don't think Fume can get this kill. I mean, I guess you can start 05 Omni Knight and still be just fine, because he is a hard boy to kill.
Go for me.
I mean, this is basically... he kind of just feels like an axe, sort of. But I guess with a little bit more utility, because Guardian Angel's a lot better than, like, trying to call Troll Warlord. You just pop Guardian Angel instead. And they don't have anything to purge it. And I believe you can purge this, yes. You can dispel it, but I don't... Oh, God. I forget the name of this item because nobody ever buys it. Nullifier. I mean, maybe this is a good Nullifier troll game. I don't know. It feels like somebody needs to pick it up. Potentially Weaver. Gone are the days when Diffusal used to dispel. And I think that's really the only dispel anymore. Trying to think of other dispels, but I think that's it. Fume still pushing in the spot lane. Needs to be kind of careful here because the coil is up for ET if he wants to use it, and it will get chased out. Not going to use it in time though. Kind of surprised ET didn't go for it there. It's, I mean, it was all the way underneath the tower, but I guess he could. I think you can time lapse out of the coil. I don't know. I think you can. We'll be able to take a mid-tier one in the same time, though. Kind of showing the pushing strength of Nebula's lineup there. Captain Cobra just able to take that as they distract Dark W in the bot lane with their Weaver. It's gotten level 2 ulti now. And looking... what is this? Is this Yule's? Yes. Just always assume it's Yule's if a Void Stone is being bought. Either Yule's or Lotus Orb, but probably not a Lotus Orb Venom game, honestly. Might be a good Lotus Orb game for somebody on Dark W, though. Omni Knight, I'm guessing. Maybe even Razor. Yeah. The Omni is actually buying it. They're just going to find Fume in the bot lane, though. Coil popped and Fume, again, just a little bit too aggressive. A big death for the Weaver. That's the mid laner gone. Actually transferring the net worth lead to Dark W now. Luckily for Nier, he does farm a lot faster than Monkey King. Normally it would be the other way around because Monkey King could just jump on the trees, but Journey is like, I don't know if he's just practiced Coddle a ton, but he's just bringing Nier everywhere on the map for him to farm. Has almost zero downtime. He's like, alright Nier, you farm the bottom jungle, I'm going to bring you to the top jungle, and I'm just going to do the same thing. Maybe we'll push a wave. Captain Cobra actually looking at taking this tower. Does have an illusion up here from the Tour Warlord as well. I think Apex ping that just knows it's fake. Yeah. Instead, they've actually found bottom lane. Apex just turning it on the Captain Cobra. Get away from here. He's got the Agnum Scepter up, and yeah, he just blows up the Venomancer. And the Quicksilver is pretty decent on Monkey King. Mid lane Sasquatch might be the death to trade away here, though. Nier and Bulljax has found him. Bulljax doing a lot of heavy lifting right now to try and find kills for Nier. Has gotten him killed a couple of times on the Tusk, but still 2, 3, and 7 for Bulljax. 9 out of 14 kill involvement. They can't kill ET, so they're not going to initiate onto him, but they might be able to find Apex as they get on top. The axes just barely miss. Unfortunately, they don't have like a blink or anything. And they might have wanted to lead with Captain Cobra there too. The Plague Wards, I think, attack instantly. Pretty quickly anyway. You can see like the split second delay there that Apex would have had to react. But fortunately for Nebula, they don't find the Monkey King there. And on to the tier 2 they go. Swinging the net worth lead back. I mean, this is a close game. Sorry, I had to drink some water there. It's a close game. But it still looks advantageous for Dark W. Maybe we're thinking Roche sometime soon for either Nebula or Dark W. It's probably easier for Nebula to take. It's quicker anyway, but I guess with the Monkey King eggs is still pretty easy though. And in fact, I didn't see him walk into the pit either. Hamingzy might have been spotted, but I don't think this ward over here is long enough for Dark W. Them choosing to do this at night is actually super helpful. Will just be a free Roche for Dark W. Nebula has no idea that this is happening. Did give them vision across the entire map. They do, okay, they guess it out, but it's already way too late. Like, they have vision all the way across the map. They don't see anybody. They're like, okay, they're probably Roshing. And, well, they were just a bit too late for Nebula, though. It's Apex going to be able to pick up the Aegis. Look for Scotty next. I think he just finishes it here, too. He's getting very close. Yeah, I think he just finishes it in, like, a minute here. Maybe 30 seconds as he farms up this last wave. Journey going to be able to push out this top lane tier 2, but probably not stick around for too long, as Apex could just jump, dive behind the tower with his Aegis. Can play pretty aggressive. One more wave, and Apex is going to have his Scotty. And Nebula kind of split right now on the map. Dark W a little bit more focused in where they're pushing. ET the only one that's all the way bottom, but he's got Boots of Travel. So totally fine for him to be bottom. So he can just join the fight whenever if it does pop off. But you might want to be the one initiating too. Captain Cobra just barely missing out on a courier there.
Middle tower is under attack.
Dark W gonna just play it safe. They're tiptoeing at this top lane. It's like what you do when there's a cold pool or something. You just stick your little toe in there to see what the temp is. Just seeing what Nebula's response to that push is. Fume's still going to be sitting bottom. He does see ET in this lane as well, but obviously not much a Weaver can do. No, the coil actually going to have to be popped here by ET. He kind of messed up the orb, and now he's just going to drop. ET with a bit of a mistake there, not realizing Fume was right on top of him. Used the orb on accident a little bit too quickly. Does lead to a free kill for Fume. Kind of gets revenge for that earlier in Journey. Maybe not the best spot to stand, is going to get spotted out here. Does get a 4-step to the low ground, but Hamzy can just run him down with the spider legs. Completely negate Bulljacks as well with the shards there. And this might just be a free tier 2 for Dark W. The weirdest offlaner I've seen in a long time, Omni Knight, still working out. I mean, he's gotten that one fight that worked out really well for him. Captain Cobra, sick 4-staff there to dodge the Jakiro stun. Will lead to the Venomancer surviving, and meanwhile bot lane, Fume is just pushing this all the way in. He knows that Coil is still on cooldown for a bit longer. Can stick around, but Apex wants to force this in top lane and try and get this tower gone. Be able to take that outpost on their way back out as we approach 30 minutes. Nebula has taken the other side of the map's outpost. This might just be the trade here as we have a minute before that 30-minute mark and you get the XP. The XP, not really a big deal. TP spot is kind of important. Scotty being worked on by Fume as he's slightly behind the Monkey King. Slightly. Just a couple of different builds here, basically. We do dive in. Bulljack's going to get stunned up. Really long distance stun from Sasquatch as it gets him locked down again on the Bulljacks. Can't get inside the snowball. Actually, he's already used it. Apex just exploding the tusk there. ET jumping forward, not using the coil for now. Wants to try and find Fume. Fume on top of the puck. You got to be careful here because he does just turn, pops the coil, then right clicks from Fume, does not get the Maelstrom proc, so he still can get out of this. Yeah, he does just pop the time lapse. Walks away. Apex underneath the Venom ulti. Probably going to drop here, but he does have the Aegis. Near can't bring him down. Gets silenced up. Drops. ET with the sick play. Still surviving here with the phase shift. Sasquatch might just fall as it pops the Yules there to try and survive, but the right click's more than enough from Fume. Not going to try and run down Apex, though. I think it's kind of an expensive fight for Nebula. Kind of. It's a 2 for 2. You lose Troll, and I still think you're happy on Dark W. Am I going to get the fight recap? Did I miss it? I think I missed the fight recap, which is super weird because the fight just ended, but it might have popped up for Puck not having died yet. But yeah, I think that's an advantageous fight for Dark W here. Let me pull up the net worth. Yeah. I mean, it's spiking up. They're going to try and find Hamzy, but of course, since he has the spider legs, maybe get the shards, gets the punch, shards afterwards, has spider legs very soon again as well. But do they have enough damage here? Tag team already used, able to turn around, pops the spider legs, not enough, not in time. Johnny will be able to get away with the help of his blade mail. But a great pick-off from Nebula. While Nier is dead, they can call him in as soon as he's respawned and look for this fight mid lane. They don't have the Omni ulti for another 60 seconds either. Okay, they can recall him. Actually, yeah, Journey with the ulti up, they can recall him here if they want to fight. It's a snowball in on the backside. They're going to try and bring down Sasquatch, but Buljack's not quite doing enough damage. And actually, Coil being used there. Sasquatch ran down by Fume, not quite enough damage, but still the turn there from Troll. They find Apex in the middle of the Monkey King ulti. Near just no fear. Popping ulti in the middle of it. able to bring down the Monkey King, and now Bulljack's gone a bit too far underneath the tier 3. Going to drop it to 2 for 2, but this time the shoe's on another foot. I guess technically not a 2. Okay, now it's a 2 for 2 with Johnny dying. Shoe is on the other foot. Nebula taking the advantage in this one. Opposite team's core is dying this time. And Nebula, they're looking strong. Like, this is a lot closer than I thought it would be. I thought, you know, normally what you see from Dark W is sure they might misstep sometimes in the early game, but where they really start to shine is that mid-game, late game. After that last fight, it was like, okay, for sure Dark W is just going to start rolling, maybe start snowballing from here, but Nebula putting up a fight. Why is my F8 key not working for the net worth? No. Oh, because it's not F8. See, it's spiking the other way. Also had no idea that that was how I pulled up the scoreboard. Interesting. Anyway, there's everybody's items for you. That's one thing I probably need to get better at. This is right. Oh no, this is Nullifier for Monkey King. Okay. Is it good against Sakuchi? No. What is he getting Nullifier for? Troll? You don't get a buff from this. That can't be dispelled. I guess the slow is nice. It just... The slow is super nice because you have hits coming constantly. So it's basically just free lockdown for the hero. It's not being on a bash though. You can still cast. Thought it would be the other way around. We get Nullifier coming out from somebody on Nebula. I was kind of expecting Fume to go for it, but he's going to finish up at Scotty in the meantime. She is pretty close, about 600 gold away. Roshan up in 30 seconds. Dark W just missing that. Would have been a nice timing for them too, because again, Nebula's position on the opposite side of the map. Is ET able to get away there? I think almost being spotted. Oh, are you tired now? She's tired now. She's sleeping. I don't even know where your ball went. Where did your ball go? Oh, it's over there. Oh, I'm sorry for waking you up. Go back to sleep. Oh, she's looking at me really angry because I woke her up. Yeah, she's fine. 35 minutes in though, Nebula with a 1k gold lead. Daedalus coming for Fume. As well as Glimmer Cape almost done. Actually, not even almost, he's nowhere near this. The Ghost Scepter comes in handy, plus the Agnum Scepter, which is the Will-O-Wisp. I keep like misremembering what this Ags does, but I kind of like the old eggs on Kato better, where you just had 100% ult uptime. The shards from Bulljack's just barely missing there. So unfortunate for the Tusk, but they might still be able to get a kill. No, ET's actually able to blink away. Oh no, he's gone. He was inside the phase shift. Apex not going to get stunned up on top of the middle of the tree there. That is pretty risky. Going to take a bit of damage here. Pops out the Nullifier. Not really chasing down too much though, but there's Nero with the turn. He doesn't have any damage though. He's going to try and just get some kind of damage out, but of course with all of it being stolen, Nier's just going to drop, and now Bulljack's as well. Nebula just getting annihilated right now. Hamigsy doing all of the work here. Nier had to pop the ulti just because he was getting ran down by the Razor, and really just doing his job to a T is Hamigsy, pushing Nier way outside the fight and forcing Nebula to take that. Nier felt like his only response was popping the ulti, and Hamigsy just saved the Yules until that. Didn't want to use it aggressively. Might be able to run down Hamigsy now, but again, the spider legs are just insane. Especially on a hero like Razor Fume, the lone survivor here. And now for sure, Dark W with the 2k gold lead. Gonna make it more with the Roshan kill. Yeah, he's got the damage steal on the talent. I think you probably go 80 attack speed. Feels like a pretty good 80 attack speed game. I mean, since really all you want to do is just run at the Troll Warlord anyway. We'll be able to take Roche though. Nebula probably knows that time that Roshan was happening, but nothing they could do about it. Apex is going to try and get behind Captain Cobra. Does find it. Gets the ulti off on the Venom, but probably not going to get too many kills with that. Maybe just get some damage out. Bulljack's actually running in too. They want to try and make a fight out of this. Is Hemingsley going to sap some damage from Fume? Gets stunned up by the Jakiro so that he can get more 130 damage gone. And on top of the Razor. But still not a bad fight from Nebula though. There are putting up like this weird skirmish where they're not dying on these heroes. Apex actually missing the Boundless Strike there. Jumping forward and just jumped immediately on top of Nier, able to at least gain off something, turning it with the ulti. Gonna try and focus down the Monkey King, but of course again, he's got this Aegis, the Omni Knight ulti on top of that. Nier just getting melted in that Monkey King ultimate. And this is looking like a pretty big mountain to climb now for Nebula. Journey probably gonna drop here too. Yeah, this is just Monkey King. Doesn't even have to be the one right-clicking. He's still gonna get the kill. Fume trying to do all he can at the back of this fight, but still not able to net a kill for Nebula. So the rest of the team died. The complete opposite side of the map. He's just trying to distract the rest of Dark W. Maybe go for a split push. Caught the wave at the very back. Couple of creeps still up here though. With the Fortify, I think they can't go high ground here since Fume cut the wave. All they really have to do is just kill these creeps and the push is over. Fortunately for Nebula, it's a big play coming out from Fume. It's going to find another wave too, and even a courier. And a nice one. Oh, he let one through. The bugs, they're going to chase down the creep. Oh my god, what a pro bug right there. We'll be able to go for the push, and fortunately, at least RW finds a couple of kills. Not going to be able to push after this. The Fortify is used. Backdoor should be kicking in sometime soon. Yeah, with no creeps, they're just going to back off. Fume has done his job. They defend against the push Monkey King, still with an Aegis. Nier doing a very similar play. I think a couple of fights ago, we saw him just pop the ulti and try and kill off Apex even while he's in the ring, Wukong's command. But, I mean, that time when Apex has the Aegis, plus a couple of extra items, it's a lot harder for Nier to get that kill. I think what Scotty kind of adds up into that too here. Decreasing the amount of lifesteal that can actually be picked up by Nier. And with that, I mean, this is looking great for Dark W. Aegis still up for about another minute 30. Might even be able to find more after that. Captain Cobra just barely missing the Gale. Gonna go for more Apex, running up onto the high ground. Maybe getting a bit too aggressive here. Does go on the other side of the shards, and will be fine. The save from Johnny. Heavenly Grace purging everything. And Apex can walk away. Nebula thinking maybe, I think Journey was trying to push out top lane there, potentially, or at least thinking about it. But in we go. Actually, Apex just jumping forward. He's getting so aggressive with these jumps here. Hemizy just going to try and run down Nier again. He's just doing his job. The punch there from Bulljax, but it's not really enough to stop him as Nier just getting low and lower. Is going to have to use the ulti, but he's stunned for so long. He tanked the coil, has to pop the ulti, and now he's going to find a target. He's gotten a bit too close to an enemy, runs back in, back on the Johnny. Out comes the Omni Knight ulti. Not enough for Nier to lifesteal with. Dodges all that damage. Apex gonna drop for the first time, I believe, here, but it's just gonna be a-okay. The Aegis gonna come back up. Buyback being used by Captain Cobra as soon as he dies there. ET might just drop. I think he's in such a weird spot. He does get spotted by Journey, but able to avoid the damage there as Captain Cobra does not want to die back. They're trying to focus down Apex. Apex getting lower and lower. Just focused down by Fume. Fume really dishing out the damage. Brings down Apex in the fight. is basically just over for Dark W. As soon as you lose Monkey King, they have to just turn tail and retreat. Hamizy trying to get out from this, pops the flicker, and it works out for him that time as it sends him to the low ground. Fume gonna still try and chase this one down, but the Yule's there from Sasquatch into a stun. Should slow down Fume, and I don't know how much further he wants to chase. Okay, yeah, he's still gonna go for Sasquatch here, and probably just gonna kill onto the Jakiro, going for the disarm with the Halberd. That's the Halberd from, actually Halberd from Sasquatch. Kind of a weird item for Jakiro, but it works out. Doesn't save his life quite, though, just delays the inevitable. Again, a flicker from Hamizy, not quite working out that time as it puts him in a weird spot, but one last right click brings down the Razor. Phase shifting his puck. ET in the middle of this, going for the kill on the Fume, but it's not going to happen. It's a triple kill for Fume. The whole team gone for Dark W. A team wipe, as we like to call it, and Nebula looking strong, I guess. I mean, they're still down by 12k.
Illusion.
But they put a fight win together somehow. Fume just melts Apex in that one. And Apex, I guess when he's not in the Wukong's command, he's a pretty easy target for a Weaver. They're gonna have creeps to go up the mid lane here. They don't have Razor or Puck for another 50 seconds. Jakiro in 30, Monkey King in 10. So they will still go to the high ground based on that information. Try and force a couple of buybacks. We do get the Razor. Down goes the tier 3. But do they back after the tier 3? Yes, they will. They're not going to try and take the racks here. Near thinking about it, but still just going to back off at the very end. He's got naked boots here. What did he disassemble? What? Why does he have naked boots? Did he just never buy boots and I just never noticed? I think that might be what happened. We could look at items though. Yeah, Sasquatch with the halberd is a little strange. Of course, ET with the egg. Whew. I think that's how long is this BKB? That's a 10-second BKB from Hamizy. No, it's a 6-second, so this is just bugged. Okay. Good to know. AC. How long is... Oh, that's a 9-second BKB. Okay, how long is Trolls? 7 seconds? I wish it showed you how many charges. How many charges that Spirit Vessel had, but this menu like actually barely has any functionality outside of just showing you the item.
Nailed it.
No mana.
Nailed it.
Kind of nice though. I like just now discovered this today. Oh, thank you to Lawnmower Birdman for deleting chat messages that are bad, by the way.
Well, this'll work.
Wait, what is Troll Eggs? Oh, I did miss this. Dispel and... Oh! So Aurora probably said that... Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to chat. Aurora probably said that when I was talking about how to purge the Omni ulti. Is that a basic dispel though? I think Omni gets purged by basic. Yeah, you don't need a strong dispel. So this is like, oh my god. This is incredible. Melee access to dispel for Warlord.
Well,
Reduces cooldown and mana cost.
Nailed it.
And basically you're dispelling Jakiro stuff. Probably dispelling... that's really the only thing. Yeah, it's about the only thing you can dispel there. But obviously the big thing is just the Whirling Axe's ranged form. What does the Shard do? Okay, that's the old ulti. I get it. And that's pretty legit if you're going against a Phoenix, I guess. Used to be the old county. Back when Troll Lord ulti was global. Unfortunate there for Sasquatch blocking out the Ancient. Kamizi, of course, with Minotaur Horn plus BKB, technically has an 8-second BKB because of that. I just think like Coddle Eggs is pretty big here. Or Coddle Bots would be really nice here for Journey to just keep split pushing like he is. He's gotten his Lotus Orb though. Pretty nice to just throw on top of Apex, or not Apex, sorry. Throw on top of Nier every single fight, basically. Either Nier or Fume. Fume probably needs it a little bit more since there isn't a Linken's on this hero. And once that BKB is getting lower and lower, Lotus Orb is going to come in handy to just try and keep the lockdown off of Fume. I mean, you see the amount of damage this Weaver can do. Looking for an Abyssal. Bulljax might find a hero here. They have a lot of good vision on Nebula, and they might be able to find ET. Goes for a punch. Bulljax can't quite get on top, but finds Johnny instead. Gets the snowball on top. The rest of the team converging on top of this Omni Knight. That's the 4-staff plus the punch that looked like a kick almost from Bulljax, but not quite the distance. Instead, this is going to be a fight that's just all over the place. Lotus Orb popped on top of Captain Cobra. Probably going to drop here before he's able to get the ulti off. The double ring from Apex, keeping Nebula out of this fight. They bring down Captain Cobra. That is the dieback, and I might as well bring up buyback status. We can get off of net worth for right now. ET almost has it, just short on gold. No buyback for Razor, of course. And yeah, Captain Cobra's buyback is the only one on cooldown for Nebula. But Nebula gonna have to min-max that the next few fights here, as Fume actually finding Johnny in the mid lane. Not gonna be able to get this kill, is gonna get stunned up by Apex too. Not getting the BKB out quite in time, he's just gonna get locked down. Not able to get the kill though. Time-lapse comes through after that. He's able to run away. Nier just right on top of Apex. Can he bring him down at the very last second? They lose Nier, but look at Fume go. Can he bring down Apex? Fume probably going to drop at the same time. They lose the Weaver and don't even find the Monkey King. Somehow, someway, Apex survives the onslaught from Fume and Nier at the same, oh, not quite the same time, but one after the other is still pretty hard to survive. And Nebula just melts around the Monkey King. And now it's looking pretty strong for Dark W. Gonna force a lot of buybacks here, I would assume. Fume with the buyback as well as Nier. Don't have it on Captain Cobra, but 20 seconds until he is back up. They will use the Nier buyback right now, still saving it on Fume. Might be the savior this game, but I don't know how much more time Nebula has left in game one. He's getting 4-staff forward. Bulljax gonna try and make the Q play. They get some more lockdown from the coil as well on the backside. ET just making Nier tank that out. Apex not dropping yet. Fume right on top of him. Can't get the kill though. Does have to time-lapse. He's in the same spot. Couldn't quite bring down the Monkey King, but he got him very low. Might eventually drop. Has to go for the TP out. They can't bring him down. The X is just barely missing. As Apex survives, they found the racks as well, and a lot of buybacks to use from Nebula, almost for naught. At least they didn't lose the game. It's about the only saving grace there. Maybe they can get some kills on the way out, though. They do find Johnny. Sasquatch somehow able to TP out as well. I think that was... How did he survive? I guess that's Halberd. Oh, well, the Roshan is up for Nebula. Can they push? I mean, they kind of just have to go for the game ender right here. ET being such a pain in the neck here. Pushing way on the other side of the map is Journey forced to come back to this. And Fume and Nier are going to try and take the Roshan. They will be able to get it. Get the Refresher Shard as well. It's probably Refresher Shard for Nier. There's a lot on the ground. Apex not going to get here in time. Does have the Abyssal Blade, but not going to find anything. Aegis to Fume, Refresher to Nier, and she's also on Nier. Gonna have the double ulti as Fume, maybe able to find ET. No, he's fine. Not gonna make the same mistake as earlier on that puck. But a 21k gold lead for Dark W. Some of that is coming from the buybacks that Nebula just used. At least they found Roche, but it's looking pretty strong for Dark W right now. I mean, one more fight win, and it's pretty much game over, unless you somehow get this game to last 6 more minutes for Fume's buyback, I think. And Fume and Niers, since they used them pretty close together. About a 6-minute gap until they have time for that, though. They might just go for the jugular, honestly. If Dark W isn't going to come back to the base here, maybe they could just go for a push right now, as Nebula has just completely abandoned their base. They're going to go for the push. They find Johnny as well. Maybe able to find the Omni Knight at the same time. He's just getting melted right now. Can they get the kill in time? The Force Staff away, forced to pop the ulti, and now maybe they can back just slightly. Hamizy with the TP and Nier popping the ulti. Does have the refresher when he wants to use it. He's dropping very low. Is going to get stunned up. Nier probably just going to die. He can't even get the refresher off. No, he couldn't get it off. He ticks down for 2 minutes on the Troll Warlord. Fume gonna respawn from the Aegis there. Nebula getting nothing from that push. The quick TP's out. I mean, they got 2 kills at the very least, but barely any tower damage. They couldn't quite get the racks out there, as Captain Cobra gonna get stunned up. Down by Sasquatch. ET might drop here, but yeah, with the phase shift, I think he's gonna be okay. Fume trying to escape this one, is gonna get silenced up. Pops the time lapse back into 2 heroes. The stun from Sasquatch just barely missing. I think now finally Fume can get away here. Yes, he can. Recall bringing him all the way back to base, but still, this might just be game. Nier gone for another 80 seconds. Just not enough damage to kill off Apex, and it's not like they can't do it. They definitely can kill Apex. They just have to focus so much on this hero that, I mean, you're throwing your life away just to bring him down. And they couldn't quite get it there. Dark W, instead of going for the Ancient, just opting to go for the Megas right now. Not going for the Jugular quite yet, but they will just take the Megas and probably Ancient afterwards. I mean, they still got 40 seconds until Nier is back up. Fume trying to bring down Hamizy, but that's the double damage sap there, so not a lot going to be stolen, but Fume gonna take the tank! The coil was popped by the Force Staff from Journey! Journey kind of killing off his core there. So unfortunate for Nebula. They're gonna die in the fountain too. I mean, the game was probably over anyway, no matter what. I mean, you can see Bulljax trying to get the cut here, and might even survive this. No, he looks pretty dead. He's able to escape the stun, but I mean, this is only a little bit of space for Nier to respawn. I don't think Bulljax has buyback. They do have buyback on the Coddle. They want to try and make it a fence here, but this is going to be 2 versus 3 or soon to be 2 versus 5. Maybe you can get a 3-on-3 with Benno responding soon. Nier just popping the ulti again. He's got the refresher shard, just trying to run out at some targets here. Can't quite find any. Is going to get silenced up too. A lot of this being returned. Needs to get the refresher off to get the ulti again. Gets it off this time. Able to get a lot of damage back into Apex, but still it's the Yules. He just doesn't have the ability to not just get kited. Yules again and again is the easy way to counter Troll Warlord, especially late in the game. Only has a 5-second BKB. So they find Journey one last time, and Dark W takes the game. Not a surprising outcome, but such a close game for Nebula. 53 minutes. Kind of dragged it out for the last 3 minutes there. But Nebula giving it their best effort, not quite able to top Dark W, even with this, really strange draft with the Omni Knight Jakiro pick. But it works out at the very end. Apex just getting super farmed and kind of looking like MVP, I think, of game 1. But either way, we move on to game 2. At some point here, I guess I can pull up the scoreboard too if people want to see that. Probably about what we're expecting. Highest damage on Apex. Yes, 73k. Almost 60k damage for Fume. Not anything to scoff at from the Weaver. 90k damage received. Apex with the 100,000 damage received. It makes sense. Got it. Okay. Only 100,000 damage received and only dying 5 times. Incredible. And that's just really what Wukong's command can do for you. Because it's so hard to bring this hero down. Of course, he hit level 30 at the end anyway. Went for the armor at level 25. But yeah, that's it. I guess Nier had the cheese too, but he wasn't quite able to get it off. He just used every single time he tried to pop that ulti. And game 2. Probably just taking a break after a 53-minute game. We also started kind of late. As it is 10 o'clock now, the Central Time. Apparently PBD moved to Chicago. Weird. Oh. How's it going, Tiny? I'm gonna go feed my cat. I think we're still just taking a break in between games here. I kind of want to get in the lobby before that happens, though. Hold on. Hold on. Ooh. No, you don't get to go sit in the chair. Oh my god. Here, I'm gonna go give you food. You not. What? Oh, that's why the lobby wasn't up. Alright, I will be right back. Tanya is waiting for me to get her food. There we go. There you go. Tiny. Tiny. Up here. Tiny. Stay. Stay. Oh, okay. I'm back. I am also hungry. I'm gonna continue to eat like crap. One day I'll fix my diet. One day. Probably when it's too late. Good game one though. Again, as I was saying, I didn't expect it to be that close. So. very fun game for me to cast. Hit him with the GI6 charm. Game 2? Look how the other series is going. What are the majors on right now? EG is playing Fnatic right now.
Radiant team, ban. Dire team, ban. Radiant team, ban.
Or should have gone to use a bathroom. Fuck. I'll be right back. Don't sit in my chair. You also still have food.
Remaining.
You're gonna like it later.
Dire team, ban.
It's looking spicy.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
It's looking spicy.
I really need to get a cat cam or something. I'm sure people would appreciate the cat cam. Why are you looking at me like that?
Remaining.
Don't look at me like that. I just fed you. Here,
5 seconds.
let's see if she wants a treat.
Remaining.
Wait, how many last hits did Nier have? I was supposed to do 1 treat for every 100 last hits that Nier had. Fuck. Well, now I can't look at the game. Hold on. This is important. What did I miss in the draft? Like nothing. Same draft, essentially. Death Prophet ban is new. What is this? Huh. Why is League of Lads not first? I could just search it. Oh wait, no, I just want to look at the match details. How many last hits did Nier have? No! Oh. Can I reconnect? Okay, we're good. We're good.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
I didn't miss too much, it looks like. Void Spirit, Marana. The Nebula gets the Void Spirit this time. They did ban the Void Spirit in the second phase of banning Dark W. They go with the first pick Puck again, and they kind of leave that Void Spirit counter out there. So we do have some combos there. Marana, Void Spirit as well. Toss Beam picked up by Dark W. Again, missing it? Oh, no, they don't. That's just the name's weird. Near. Head. Oh, I don't want to give her 4 treats. You get 1 right now. Okay. She gets some more treats after.
Spicy.
Radiant team ban. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright, you get another one, because you're cute as fuck. Alright, that's enough treats for right now. She loves that shit.
Dire team's turn to ban.
Void Spirit, Marana, Tusk Puck. I mean, I like the Void Spirit Marana pick. I think you have some combos there too. Both of these heroes buy Yules, I think, or at least one of them does. You don't get any more. You don't get any more. She spit out. You just like half ate it. Ew.
10 seconds remaining.
You dropped
5
both
seconds
of them on the
remaining.
ground. Did you finish? Did you finish? Did you finish? Ursagon, Warlord Monkey. I don't want to play against the Razor again either. I mean, I guess that might have been like a call from Nier too, because Nier was just, I mean, that's a rough game for a Warlord. Razor just running at you the whole time. They want to like get a good game for Nier, I think. This could be a PL game for him. Is PL good at, I don't think PL is that good in the puck. What? Don't scratch me. Don't scratch me. She doesn't know what. I just grabbed the squirt bottle on accident. Now she's like, what did I do?
10 seconds remaining.
Here.
5 seconds remaining.
There we go. See, you go right back down. You
Dire
don't want
team's
anything.
turn to ban.
Push you all the way over here. Don't scratch at my legs. She just wants me to pet her for like ever. TV out. I think it's I don't know. The cores left for near.
5 seconds remaining.
Lifestealer, I guess, is still in here. It does get countered by Puck, but at least you have something
Radiant
against
team's turn
Tusk
to
in lane
pick.
too.
Alchemist.
Okay, we just get to see an Alchemist game for near.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Elder Titan.
I am a big fan of this. That's also Stapler Gun ET, hopefully. As long as he uses Stapler Gun, we're fine. It's good in Alchemist too, because you have a lot of burst damage, minusing the armor. It's really good in Agi heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
Void Spirit, I always mix it up. Isn't an hero though,
5 seconds remaining.
of course. No, so near Alchemist, what is Apex going to play? Is this his PL game, potentially? I don't think PL's that great into Alchemist, though. You probably want something like a Lifestealer to chunk through Alch, but maybe you need something that's gonna just outfarm him. Jug is still in the pool. This seems like an okay Jug game for
Radiant
Apex.
team's turn to pick.
Fume probably mid on either Void Spirit or Mirana. I don't think you run both of those as supports with Phoenix being picked up. It's probably like offlane Void Spirit or offlane Mirana. And then Fume just plays one or the other. I don't know if they
10
save him for
seconds
last pick
remaining.
here though. Unless it's mid Alchemist and they put Near on something
5
else.
seconds remaining.
But you probably go for Apex's hero here and just look for... no, you can pick your mid here. You don't have last pick, so... I think you can pick your mid here. You might as... I'm saying way too much. If you don't think it's gonna get banned, maybe you don't worry about it as much. But it seems like an okay game for Juggernaut, I think, if you're Dark W, especially into Phoenix as well. Maybe not the greatest into Void Spirit, but the rest of these heroes, it's pretty good. Pit Lord still in the pool. We don't have a lot of those natural Pit Lord counters.
Radiant
But I
team
think
ban.
we have offlaners from both teams.
Sack.
Okay, Dark W choosing to counter the Alchemist with a quick lineup. Just gonna go pushing with Leshrac ET, which is a really strong combo. Like, that is a lot of damage to come out from those two, and you don't normally get like a BKB that early on Alchemist
10
or
seconds
Void
remaining.
Spirit, so it's kind of hard to avoid some of these things. They don't have a great right
5
clicker
seconds remaining.
for the Phoenix Egg. Elder Titan's okay at right clicking Phoenix Egg. It's just less than ideal because you go... Oh god, is it the shard or is it the eggs? I think it's the
Dire
eggs
team ban.
that gives you the magic immunity for each hero hit. 2 seconds per each hero hit, you get magic immunity. When the spirit comes back to you, this might be an offlane ET. Offlane ET is really strong right now.
Radiant team ban.
I think it's really strong when paired with the Tusk 2. You just run at these heroes, can easily crit down Alchemist. Easily, if Alchemist is going to be in the safe lane for Nebula. And Juggernaut actually be banned out. Okay.
10 seconds
That's why I was like,
remaining.
maybe they want to pick the Juggernaut here and not go for something like their mid laner in the
5 seconds
Leshrac,
remaining.
but just opt in to go Leshrac
Dire team's
instead.
turn to ban.
Maybe afraid that that was going to get banned out, so Nebula going to ban out cores now. Since they already have the Alchemist and potentially their mid laner in the Void Spirit, but we'll see what they think. Void Spirit seems like kind of advantageous against Leshrac. You have the automatic stun dodge. And even
10
if you don't
seconds
dodge the
remaining.
stun initially, like if it gets baited out, you still move far enough away
5
that it's
seconds
hard for
remaining.
Leshrac to follow up with the stun after. So I think it's a pretty
Radiant
good Void
team's
Spirit
turn to
mid
pick.
game if Leshrac is going to be mid for Dark W. Slark gone too.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Core. What the fuck? Core IO? What is this? Mid puck?
10 seconds remaining.
Core elevator? This is core IO, right?
5 seconds left. Don't freeze up.
I mean, they can hit egg with the IO +1. What? Tiny, you keep looking at me like you want something. But I've already given you everything. My whole life, Tiny. You have everything. I can put you on the desk, but you'll just jump off immediately. Technically, I do owe you 2 more treats. Yeah, I'll get those later. Hi. Hi.
It's looking spicy.
Of course I had to find
Choose
okay.
your hero.
I guess into IO that's pretty legit. Oh my god, it is core IO. I mean, I guess this is just what you build Hum of the Dumb. Usually use it with something like the, I think the bear is the best creep? I don't know. I'd have to, of course, we're going to see. Apex playing it probably knows what the best creep is. Oh, she's low. I should really stand for this match. I've been sitting all day, other than like a walk. It's only 40 degrees tomorrow, though. I wish it would stay warmer. But Captain Cobra on the Timbersaw, Bojack's Phoenix, Fume, Alchemist, Near, Void Spirit. So Fume going mid, Alchemist, and Void Spirit's going safe lane, or are they going to throw Near mid? And Fume's just more comfortable on the out. Is Void safe lane? Like, is that a thing? Normally, when you see Void Spirit going safe lane, it's just going to be like a pause 5, but I don't know. Maybe this is something Nier can pull off. We're also getting some unorthodox picks coming up from Dark W again. Only repeating the puck pick from last game. Go IO, ET, Tusk, Leshrac, Puck. I don't know. I like the ET draft. Every single time I'll usually go for the ET draft just because that hero is awesome. And I need to practice it more. I need to do this. You think being a programmer I would have faster typing, but I do not. I don't get tips. This is bullshit. MX Squire's busy playing right now too. We don't need to shit on him. This is a big move from Dark W though. 4 heroes up into the jungle. They are going to get spotted out by Nier. I think Nier might have spotted this in the trees. Walking up is Bulljax. Bulljax, of course, with the Fire Spirits first. They're not going to see this. Bulljax is going to walk right past and into the rest of the team. But I think he just run away now. He can use the Spirits, throw them backwards. As Nebula kind of awkwardly backs off. Sasquatch going to get like 1 right click into Nier and not even really that much damage. Looks like he only got 42. That is 2 heroes. Yeah, it's exactly. I thought it was negated a little bit, but yeah. It was like 42. It's just a fairy fire on top of that.
This ain't no snowball fight.
Apex going to find one of the bounty runes as well. And 3-1, Dark W taking a little bit of an advantage to start out. Bulljack's actually going to do a big rotation in the top lane here. And as soon as he sees all of the Dark W here, it's just like, okay, I'm just going to run directly to their bounty rune. Still not able to fight Johnny for it, though, as Johnny able to pick that one up. And now just going to trade right clicks with Bulljax and be pretty happy with the trade. So I think he's able to dodge most of these two. Anyway, bottom lane, they've gotten a decent amount of damage into Apex, but still not quite able to bring him down. One more Whirling Death should do it, but not going to get it. Two Strength Heroes into a Timbersaw is kind of a rough lane. But they are able to heal each other up at the exact same time. It's Apex constantly going to be healing ET as well, so a lot of this damage is just immediately gone. I mean, both of these heroes benefit from the salve now. Maybe you should learn to play IO. IO 5 sounds like it would be a lot of fun, but you need like a core that can actually do stuff. IO to actually take out the range group there. Top lane, it's Bulljax and Fume on Phoenix and Alchemist respectively, and Bulljax might just drop here. Does end up dying. Bulljax getting first blood last game, gets first blooded this time. Mid lane aiming Z versus Nier, and it is Nier going mid on the Void Spirit. So switching it up from last game, aiming Z getting a little bit of a different look at Nebula's team, going up against Nier instead of Fume. And Fume actually getting pretty low in the top lane too. This is really just the power of ET. Again, I'm kind of... Oh, bottom lane. Captain Cobra, I mean, this is the outcome I was expecting eventually, but I completely missed it. Whirling Death just kills both of these heroes so quickly. Io and Tusk falling almost immediately. Okay, I guess that was intentional. I thought he was looking for the courier, but he just wanted to go back to base, so we'll just give it away there. It's only 136 gold that's split between two heroes. No XP for either of them, so they're pretty happy with that. Does have a Timber Chain away. Captain Cobra going to be A-okay. Might get some items out from Journey too, and now it looks like he has a courier on the way. Soul Ring is going to be up on that, and Captain Cobra going to be fine when it comes to mana. So kind of a slow start for the IO with the death there. But still, I mean, as soon as he gets Helm of the Dom, his farming is just insane. IO's farming speed. Of course, Alchemist on the other side of things is, you know, the other insane farmer. Dude, I really hope Puck gets nerfed next patch. I'm tired of seeing Puck games, to be honest. Puck is such a boring hero. Sasquatch opting to go for the stomp. I respect that. Not going to be able to find the courier, unfortunately. Goes for the stomp after to try and bring down Fume. Gets the kill on the Fume. The stomp works out. Gets the kill. Might be able to find Bulljax too. Claps him down. But he doesn't have the staple gun, so I'm not going to be excited anymore. Unfortunately. They've somehow killed off the Timbersaw bottom. I think ET might drop here. No, he's gone a bit too far. The healing from Io is just enough as Apex pops out a salve to keep ET alive. Unfortunately, I mean, Apex barely took any damage there, so a lot of that salve kind of being wasted. But either way, ET going to be slightly healed. We'll move up to 5-2. Dark W leading. Core IO kind of finding some slight success now. We'll get some more right clicks back into Captain Cobra, even with the Whirling Death onto ET. ET just fearless right now into this Timbersaw. Just to be a little bit careful about tanking multiple Whirling Deaths, of course. Same thing for Apex too, these both being strength heroes. Might be able to get some... Oh, Captain Cobra with the chain there. He might have just gone a bit too short. Is going to try and turn this into ET, but still going to drop. The arrow missing from Journey. Will not be able to bring down the Tusk at the same time as Fume top lane. Struggling slightly. Sasquatch just running these heroes down. Gets bonus damage from level 2 Astral Spirit plus the level 1 Stomp. He's really just forcing Fume back into the jungle this early. And a great start from Dark W. This is just fantastic from them. The draft really strong right now. I think most of it can be attributed to that. It's a while before Nebula is going to start getting some things online to try and turn this game around. Fume kind of swapped the lane now, maybe gone a bit too far. Sasquatch going to try and run in with the Spirit, goes for the stomp, but can't. Oh, he does connect on the stomp. We'll get some more damage onto Bulljax too, but they get the turn kill onto the Puck. Jumping forward is Nier, able to get the Astral Spirit, and a nice rotation from Nier to at least pick up a +1. Did pop a TP to get up here, but Journey's going to get some mid XP in the meantime. does mean Captain Cobra is a lone bottom, though. Might be something you have to be a bit careful for. Again, he's going to use the Timber Chain coming up very soon, but he's taking a lot of damage right now. Needs to get it back to the other side of the map. Yeah, he's got enough. I mean, 12 stacks of the reactive armor looks like it's going to heal him here. Apex going to take some damage to cancel that salve. ET still benefiting from the healing, though, because the Link going in. Hamming Z, I don't know if that was an arrow connecting or what, but he did get pretty low. Not quite enough to look for the kill. Keep looking at this bottom lane, because it's really just up to Captain Cobra versus, I mean, 1v2 right now. He can still easily die in this, even though he's playing that bulky Timber Saw. Sneer just sitting in the mid lane with a DD. He's going to show now on the Hammings. He goes for the Astral. Nope. Not going to get the combo there. He's out of mana right now, so he might get the Stomp here. But, no. Not going to pop it out. Looks like Tusk is gone. Is this a TP to the mid lane? Yes, it is. Now it's a 1v1 Apex versus Captain Cobra. And what is the status of the Helm of the Dom? Getting close. About probably another minute, 2 minutes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Johnny actually picking up some farm in the meantime, too. I guess this is the support ET, though. With the core 3-pause puck there. Gonna go for Bulljack's top lane, just pop the coil and get the kill. Not the biggest kill in the world, but still you'll take it. It at least allows you to get some damage into tier 1 tower. And with the creep wave being gone, though, I don't think they can actually take this tower. But they want to get this early just so they can start pushing Fume out of his own jungle. They need to get rid of this tier 1. Fume doing a nice job stacking these camps at the same time, too. Just double farming with the Acid Spray, able to pick up level 6 and get his health back. Getting a Bottle Fairy there. Bulljack's helping out his mid laner. Bro Bulljacks. Just your neighborhood Bulljacks filling up your bottles. All game long. Hamming gonna push out mid. I mean, this is mostly just farming. He's out of mana, though, so this makes this kind of difficult as Bulljack's diving forward. ET picks up the invis instead. Unfortunately for Hamming, but at least you don't give away the invis, I guess. Not really that big of a deal, but still. I think it was an arcane rune. It'd probably be very huge. Big pickup here. They do see ET, despite the invis with a sentry ward here. They might even find a kill instead. No, the arrow just dodged completely, sidestepping it. And ET is just going to walk away, still underneath the invis here. Fume getting very low. It's a lot of spirit stacks for Sasquatch. He's got, I mean, 210 damage. Could wall up Bulljacks here. They're really just trying to sap as much from Fume as possible, as Apex is really starting to pick up his speed in the bot lane, but he can't find the right creep at the moment. He will go for the stack and probably be able to find something he likes. We'll see what he goes for first. Is it Tomato? I think it's Tomato, right? Yeah. You just keep clapping. Yeah, look at that. You get all the mana regen too. Super nice. I think it's like the best is Tomato, and I don't see any of the other ones that are good. I think Satyr's also pretty good, just because the health regen aura, and then maybe Satyr Mind Stealer. Either one of these for the mana. I'm talking way too much about this. We just lose the Void Spirit in the mid lane. That's near gone. They're gonna find Journey too with the coil, the punch up. Captain Cobra's rotated. Not gonna be able to do much though. Not gonna die for this rotation. But maybe he can hunt down Sasquatch as he's got the ulti back up. Chakram connecting once. Sasquatch going for the stomp. Does connect, but he probably is going to die after this. Just trying to make as much space as possible right now. Captain Cobra going to finish him off. Even ET rotating over for this. Maybe going a bit too far. A bit of a weird pathing there as now he's jumping back into Bulljack's looking for the bounty rune. ET sniping it away. Captain Cobra and not able to connect on the Timber Chain there, but will be able to get the Whirling Death. No, it's just the right clicks. Didn't have the mana for the Whirling Death. Whew. And Dark, again, both of these games have been so active early on as they want to try and hunt down Apex. Apex just kind of surrounded by a lot of heroes right now. Is going to get dove on by Near, able to connect on the Astral Spirit as well. Apex dodging out the Chakram, needs another target to jump to. Does get it, Whirling Death connects, but it's not enough to kill. Captain Cobra still wants to chase, but Sasquatch having all the move speed in the world because of the Spear too. Still going is Captain Cobra, gonna connect on the stomp. Just forcing Apex to back up slightly. They're like, you did this to Fume earlier, we're gonna do it to your core. And maybe they actually turn this. A lot of damage back into Captain Cobra. They can't get the stun coming out from the Lesh, though. Down goes Captain Cobra. They need to hit this egg as well. They focus it down. Nier getting slowed up by the ET ulti. Probably going to drop here, even underneath the Invis. I'm not even sure what gave them vision on Nier there. It might have been Dust? Somebody has Dust, right? Maybe Hammondsy had it. I mean, they have sentries too, but he wasn't underneath the sentry over here. It was probably Dust and I just missed it.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
There's nothing else it could be. Sentry died or something. It could have been the fade time, I guess, is the only other possibility. Bulljack's gonna jump forward, try and find Hammondsy. The Chakra Death is here. Out comes the arrow, just missing those. They get the silence as well, and the Captain Cobra slowing him down for just a bit, going for a stomp. Connects onto two. A beautiful stomp from Sasquatch as they turn it. Down goes the Timbersaw. They will turn this though. Apex gonna drop as well. Hammondsy down second. I think Sasquatch able to get away. ET might be the death here. It's got a 19 charge one as Bulljack's going for the epic block. Not quite able to finish it off. But Nier with the Astral Spirit. Oh my goodness, Nier. What an Astral Spirit. Not able to dodge the stun, but the stomp there from Sasquatch might be able to save his teammate. ET taking a lot of damage from the Sun Ray here. Might still drop to Nier. Does not have the eggs, of course, so the silence not hitting, but Nier still able to finish him off with the Astral Step. And these two teams just love fighting, and I love watching it. Why has Apex not used his helm, though? Go get a creep. Go get, okay, a lot of these creeps suck, actually. No, I'm pretty sure you get Satyr Mindstealer, right? Or Satyr Banisher. This is the... Because the Dispel is super useful, too. And this is the mana burn, yeah. I mean, I think either one is useful. I'm kind of surprised he's not using his helm right now, though. At least from the core IOs I've seen play, it's always like you're constantly having a creep follow you just because the move speed bonus you get to allows you to farm that much faster. But he must just really want a tomato, and like he doesn't want to waste it on anything that's not a tomato. Hellbear. Ooh, the chakra missing from Captain Cobra, but then also dodges the coil. The arrow missing as well. Into the stomp. He didn't know the trees were gone. I think he might have been trying to go to the low ground even, but just a bit of a misplay there. Is Journey able to get away here? There's the dust. Jumping forward is Johnny. I just bumped my microphone. I am so sorry. Is Johnny gonna dodge? The Spirit able to run back? No, now walks back into it, and I think he just drops afterwards. Yeah. Orb not far enough. Now Nier hunting for more. He does have the Yules up if he wants to try and find somebody, but I think gonna play it safe. He's just gonna help Bulljack's D-Ward here. He doesn't have any charges in the Astral Step back up. I mean, if you look at the map control, Dark W kinda has it, slightly. Still a slight lead for Nebula when it comes to net worth. But Fume is really where it's hurting though. I guess he's not farmed terribly. The double ring of regen is a little strange, but he does have them in appropriate. Like if Dota had like equipment slots for parts of your body, like Path of Exile or games like that, technically these are appropriate spots because their hands would be right there, and then you just have the two rings equipped. So I do respect the continuity there from Fume. I guess it would be continuity. So we're probably just gonna lose Hammondsy. No way he survives this. Yeah, arrow. Connecting after the Yules, and Nier just setting up for his buddy Journey. We're actually going to have two Yules on this team. Johnny going for a bit of a juke there. Might just cut the creep way, but he's actually just barely missed it. Sasquatch probably going to be the next one to die. Arrow missing, but it's not really going to matter too much. Don't think he has the space to run away from this. Goes for the stomp, connects onto two, has to run back outside of the chakram. Is able to survive for now. Nier jumping forward. Out comes the coil as well, but Dark W probably doesn't want to fight this. They've already lost 2 heroes. Wouldn't exactly be beneficial for them. Apex even running in the back of this, but he can't really contribute too much right now. The egg being used, a couple of right clicks from the teammates, the miss immediately from Apex, finish, no! Bulljax barely gets the egg off after the last right click. It was just seconds, milliseconds away, but still dying afterwards, near even dropping. I don't know how they turn this. Hammingsy, was that a buyback too? Yeah, it's the buyback from Sasquatch. Hammingsy pops the Yules onto Near, I believe. Actually, it might have not been in the Yules. I don't know how they found Near. But somehow, Dark W wins that fight. Damn. I have no idea how they pulled that one off. The Cobalt is 100% the best creep. Is it, though? Oh, I guess yeah, the move speed. I don't know if it's 100% the best creep. I think it's mostly situational. But, like, the other two can help you get kills. Oh, the stun. Look at the arrow this time from Journey. I don't know if he spotted it or what, or if that was on accident, but a lot of damage into Apex instantly. He's got the eggs up, too. Very legit Agnems. It's weird that the mana still shows for the Agnems version of it. Is he gonna get ran down? We do have a coil being used again, this time on the Captain Cobra. He has not been doing a lot of farm in this game. He's still pretty squishy as well. Amy's just gonna run him down inside the Roshan pit. Down goes the Timbersaw. Yule's being used. There is no stun afterwards. They might try and find Bulljax as he doesn't have the dive. The stomp not connecting from Sasquatch. He's actually canceled this now. Jumping for Fume, gonna get the stun back onto Johnny. Johnny's gone a bit too far. The right click's enough to finish him. Yes, it is. The arrow from Journey dead center. As the stomp this time connecting on the Fume. Out comes the ulti. It connects. Near probably gonna tank the ET ulti as well, and Near going to drop afterwards. Almost a full team wipe for Dark W, as this draft is just owning Nebula right now. I mean, it's been quite back and forth, but I love watching ET games. I'm a little biased towards the ET team usually. It's just such an explosive hero. It's a lot of loud sounding abilities, that's why. It's like watching a monster truck rally or something. It's just exciting. And Sasquatch is a good ET player. You see that stomp on the callback there? Not a lot of ET players do that. I swear to God, not a lot of them do that. Your experienced ET players will do that every single time. Because nobody expects when the spirit is actually going back to ET, they're like, oh, okay, it's going back. You can't actually do anything with it. I should be on net worth. You can't actually do anything with it when it's on its way back. But no, you can actually use the stomp after it's on its way back to you to connect stomps a little bit easier because the spirit's moving slightly faster. So you might not catch it if you're on the opposing team. Be like, oh, that spirit's moving so quickly, I'm going to get connected by the stomp. In comes the IOTP to the bot lane. They want to try and find Fume. They have vision as well, slowing him up with the balls, and down goes Fume. Might try and turn this as Near is down here, but Apex is about to TP back. It's probably just going to be the Hammingsy kill. No, he's actually brought Hammingsy all the way back out. ET gonna get focused instead, able to get arrowed as well. Tusk is probably gonna die here, but still, it's a big commitment for Nebula here. They do pop the egg and nobody hitting this, so most likely gonna get off. Hammingsy needs to dodge this, does with the Yules. We'll get the cancel there too. The stomp again from Sasquatch. Are you kidding me? In the middle of the chain, Captain Cobra's missed another one, and he is gone. Sasquatch even throwing out the tip. Sasquatch, you madman. That was sexy as fuck. Stomp to stop the timber chain. Not something you see too often. A hard one to pull off at that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And this is a Dark W strong game.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Apex getting things done around the map as well as soon as this eggs is up.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Tithe to their activities.
Yeah, again, I'm just surprised he's not using the helm more. Like, now he's found the tomato, and he still doesn't use it. Maybe he's just saving the tether to use on teammates. No, there he uses it. Okay, he only wants to use tomatoes. That's fine. Apex is a healthy boy. Captain Cobra gonna jump forward, try to connect something Oh, you can even TP them. That's kind of a neat little combo there to get teammates across the map, but Apex is going to get stunned up by the arrow. Probably not going to die for it. Instead, they're just turning it back on Captain Cobra. Not quite enough damage there. Apex still surviving somehow. Johnny also getting super low. Captain Cobra dodging out, will eventually drop. And they've lost 4 heroes again. Nebula getting... This is rough. 20 minutes in the game. It's a 6k deficit for Nebula. 28-17.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
And, oh god, what does the Kaya do again? I've barely ever seen this item. Kaya Sanj, is this right? Mana regen amps, spell amp, and spell lifesteal amp. But it doesn't give you spell lifesteal, right? I'm pretty sure it doesn't give you spell lifesteal. But the talent tree does. Okay. So I don't know if that's 30% of 10%. I think it's 30% of 10% is how much spell lifesteal you would get from that combo. 10% spell lifesteal with Sanj and Kaya. It's a 30% spell lifesteal amp. So yeah, it would be something like 13% spell damage gets converted to lifesteal. It's okay. Captain Cobra probably going to get ran down here. Again, just going a bit too far. This team just moves around so quickly. Like, it's hard to chase down anyone that's alone because immediately it feels like Dark W is just going to have 4 heroes there, 3 heroes there. Doing it alone is almost suicide. Sasquatch able to pick up some farm mid though, going for a stomp, but you have the coil on top of him, near able to run away. By the way, I could have stood in this game. I am also the resident ET player. But Sasquatch is kind of a god, so I don't think I could replace him. Ever. Like, this has been like top tier ET gameplay for sure. Again, it's just another stomp that he lands. Of course, Alchemist on top of the net worth, but I mean, nobody's really surprised by that. This, what? Oh, that's such a misclick from Fume. He misclicks his 10-second BKB. I mean, the Eggs is already up on Johnny, so it's not like the BKB is that big of an impact, but still. I mean, I guess it's countered. The BKB is countered by the puck coil still, but obviously for everything else, the BKB is very useful. Unfortunate play there for Fume. And this is looking like a really hard game right now for Nebula. Still working on an Agnums for Nier. Captain Cobra with the affirmative as soon as I say that. Blink up on ET, the Tusk, doing just fine. Apex is on to S and Kaya. Or K and S, I guess it would be. Fume might get spotted out. He does have the BKB, so I think he's fine here. He can just pop BKB if he ever feels in danger. He's going to take a lot of damage from this ET ulti. I don't think he dies. He can just pop BKB, will use it eventually, and instead maybe get a turn on the backside. The punch there, the Walrus coming in. ET actually doing a nice save there with the snowball, keeping everybody healthy. And an ET probably going to drop now, having to pop the egg is Bulljax. Apex needs one more hit from somebody, but can't get it off. Gets taunted before he can get the last right click. He does have the Aegis. It's a 1-for-1 as Fume has dropped again. And in comes Johnny. He does not have coil. He's already used it. Nice arrow coming through from Journey to stun Apex as soon as he comes up there, but he can just coil away. Pops the tether, and now Captain Cobra gets low. Look at them balls just slap people down. Nier gonna drop as well, and again it's 4 deaths for Nebula. In comes Apex, way behind the tower. Captain Cobra gonna pop the buyback, but there's not much he can do. And in fact, might just die immediately again. This could just be a disaster for Nebula, and this might just be game. The dieback from Captain Cobra instantly. Dark W looking strong. I think this is, unless some real big throws happen, Dark W is going to be top 2 This for the second season in a row. Of course, winning last season.
Dire's
Looking to
top tower is
repeat.
under attack.
And I mean, they're looking as strong as ever. Doesn't matter what patch it is. Dark W, just too good. They build up a 15k gold lead here. 25 minutes into game 2. And this is with Nebula having the Alchemist lineup. He's only ahead by 2k gold on the Leshrac. Really hasn't had that much space this game. On Fume just continues to get ran down by this IO pick. They will try and find ET, and I think this is basically a guaranteed kill for them. Yeah. When you have 4 heroes there, that is a dead Tusk. Oh my goodness. He is pretty dead.
Under attack.
Yeah, now he's got the Kobold. But he doesn't tether it. There he goes. Look at this. 590 move speed. Bam. Easy. I guess it is the Kobold just for how much move speed it gives you. Plus, if you had this plus, like, bots, he doesn't even have boots right now. But I guess you really don't need the arrow to come. Barely missing on the Sasquatch there. Just a bit late. Johnny gonna rotate in, get the coil on top, and Apex running in as well on top of him. Easy Kobold, giving everybody the move speed buff here to get out. Sasquatch gonna end up dropping as well. Maybe Apex gonna get stunned up. It's a nice egg from Bulljacks to get a lot of damage into them, but Apex is still just super tanky. Will eventually drop if he can keep the laser on top of him. No, it's just right off cooldown. Bulljacks gonna drop. Nier almost gonna drop after this as ET in the middle of this. They get the damage out. ET does have a snowball to save himself during out of this stun. At the same time, he stunned himself up on Fume. They've lost the Mirana. They've lost the Alchemist. A triple kill for Hammingsy as he just survives on 500 HP that whole fight, basically. Apex really pumping everybody up. Still only a 2k gold lead for the Alchemist, but this is just Rax gone. Maybe 2 sets, even. They will pop the Fortify here. Nah, it's not going to be 2 sets. What the hell am I talking about? This is a lot of buybacks from Nebula if they want to use them too. It's too early for them to take Rax. Maybe not even get 1. They definitely need the Leshrac here, though, but he does have bots, so we'll eventually have to Captain Cobra. Ooh. Cutting it a little bit close.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
I'm not saying the Ghost. I'm saying the I forget the name of it. Anyway. Nier is just going to get punched up. Gone. Does have the buyback popped instantly. Bulljacks might tank the ET ulti. No, he's able to dodge it. Jumping back in on top of Johnny. The phase shift there. Actually, ET going to tank up. The Astral Spirit is Captain Cobra this time able to Timber Chain away. Taking a bit more damage as Nier drops again. That's the dieback from Nier. Mirana dropping again. Journey popping the buyback instantly. And I think they can find Fume as well, but Fume popping the BKB, trying to turn this. The punch there, the arrow as well. They get ET at the very least, or not ET, I shouldn't say it's confusing things. They get the Tusk at the very least, but they've lost 3 without any buybacks on those 3. And yeah, that's just it. Dark W taking game 2 in 30 minutes. Let me see if I can find the creep in time. Nope, it's gone. It's not the Ghost I was thinking of. It's the one that drains mana and the other one that has the move speed slow. But maybe that's the same one. The Satyrs. They're the Satyrs. Or the Tomato is also pretty good for early game. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big Resident IO player, so. Anyway, Dark W, I mean, this is the form that we were expecting for Dark W, I think, in Game 2. Just a really strong victory from them. I kind of think it's just, it's really just the draft win, too. It's so annoying to play against an IO core that knows what they're doing, and Apex just showing off in Game 2. And a great game for Hammingsy as well, 13-3, and of course, Sasquatch on the ET. I gotta give MVP to ET. 33 assists on this man. 37 out of 47 kill involvement is kind of insane for a winning game. I think that's the highest on their team. 39 for Apex, but I mean that's Apex. He's playing IO. It's too easy. But anyway, that'll be it. Nebula dropping down to the lower bracket. Dark W advancing to the winners bracket finals, I believe. I think I'm correct there. I will secure a top 2 spot in League of Legends Season 6? What are we on? Season 6, Season 7? I can never remember.
She's trying to get aggressive onto Raven. The blood.
EG1 Game 1? What the fuck? It's actually kind of surprising. Anyway. We'll finish up this game first before I go and watch other Dota games. But GG's to both teams, Nebula and Dark W. Really fun series to watch, actually. A lot of action-packed games with a lot of fighting. This seems to be like a... As people figure out this patch, people are fighting more and more often, and it's fantastic. Hopefully Puck is nerfed at some point, because I'm tired of seeing Puck games. I feel like we've seen the peak of Puck with, like, Gabby Dota. And Gabby playing Puck, and the amount of things you can do on that hero. But, I don't know. We'll see. Puck was kind of nerfed. I'm right next to my microphone because I broke something right behind my desk. Hold on. How do I fix this? What the fuck? Oh, there we go. But yeah. Those were 2 games. Dark W taking the 2-0 here and looking strong, looking to repeat. And I think they can do it. That will be it for tonight. I don't know if there are any other series scheduled. Let me check really quick. No, they're not. Go schedule your series, peeps. Now that we know more about who's playing who. Yeah. Looking forward to more League of Legends in the future. Peace. It's late. I'm going to sleep. And maybe watch Dota.